Transgender people experience transitioning in different ways. For some, being able to live truly as they want, that can provide profound relief, of course. For others, the whole process can be a very difficult and lonely one. Well, to mark the 10th anniversary of International Transgender Day of Visibility, our LGBT correspondent Ben Hunt has been to meet two trans people with very different stories to tell.
A dark eyeshadow, a dark tone, a mid-tone and a light tone.
Meet Annabelle.
This is a pan stick, it's a cover stick.
She's a 63-year-old transgender woman living in Carmarthen in Wales. Last year, she transitioned to being a full-time female.
This period of my life is the best period of my life. It's because I haven't got to pretend to anyone. I'm me, like it, leave it, accept me, don't accept me. It's not my problem.
Annabelle works a few mornings a week as a cleaner. Before she transitioned, she spent decades hiding her true self. She lived a double life.
I come from a generation where being trans was the equivalent of being a paedophile. So it was never talked about when I was younger. The decision to transition wasn't an easy one. It was a culmination of a lifetime of denial. One night had this elaborately constructed image of a male biker, and the next night I'd be dolled up to the eyeballs going to a gay club in Brum, and no one set of fans knew about the other set of fans. An oil and canvas which helped.
Annabelle's love of painting and the support of her son got her through the shame and guilt she felt.
It was tough at the beginning, but if you just sort of get past your own sort of internal prejudice, and it just becomes, like I say, it just becomes the new normal.
For Annabelle, the decision to transition and live full-time as a female was made easier because her employers and her family supported her decision. But not all trans people had it that easy.
People like Dan. Dan is a 42-year-old trans man who transitioned over 20 years ago.
Some of my family have never known, so that's a bit strange because it does feel like in some ways I disappeared when I transitioned. But I kind of understand that as well. I think it's about my immediate family wanting to protect me.
Dan says transitioning earlier would have saved him many years of misery.
I think it's really important for children to know about the possibilities and the options available to them. I didn't know the options, which left me with a sense of my own ridiculousness. I didn't know anybody who'd transitioned. It meant that I suffered from depression for quite a few years through my childhood and into my adolescence.
Photographs of Dan, Annabelle and other trans people are the subject of an exhibition opening in London tomorrow.
With people like Dan and Annabelle becoming more visible all the time, attitudes and laws towards gender are constantly changing.
Two very different journeys coming together in an exhibit helping to shed light on older transgender experiences. Ben Hunt, BBC News.